And Nevada is getting $194 million in federal earmarks for some 108 projects all throughout the state, but dozens will play out right here in Clark County. Rachel O'Brien from OpenTheBooks.com joins us live to give us some perspective here. Out of the gate, I don't want to take for granted that people even know what an earmark is, so let's start with defining that, Rachel.
Yeah, so earmarks are often called pork barrel spending, especially by people who oppose them. It's federal funding designated by Congress members specifically for their districts, pet projects in their districts. So earmarks were banned for a decade due to abuse, and they only recently returned in 2021. Some members question whether they should have returned at all. So some members of Congress refused to request them for their districts, not in Nevada. All four of Nevada's Congress members and its two senators all requested earmarks. So you mentioned Clark County. There are almost 36 earmarks in Clark County totaling $54 million. That doesn't include various highway projects throughout the state because those sort of go in and out of different districts, different counties. So Clark County is using its earmarks for a lot of social services like crisis response services, behavioral health training, peer support, a youth foster program, substance use treatment services. So in those social services, they're also spending a bunch of it on, sort of projects like the Henderson Airport terminal building remodeling. That got $2 million. The cities of Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, and Henderson, they're getting a collective $21 million, including, sort of spending it on park maintenance. The Cheyenne Park Safety and Activity Project in North Las Vegas, that's getting about $7 million for a big redo there. The city of Las Vegas is getting $5 million for its Vision Zero program. We all know about that. That's to eliminate traffic fatalities and severe injuries, so that's important. $4 million is going to Lake Mead for a project to address erosion. We know that's a big problem there. Obviously, $4 million is a drop in the bucket, but that's one of those projects that seems to be getting money year after year. UNLV is getting money, Nevada DOT, lots of different projects that are getting funding through these earmarks.
Well, and I would say, Rachel, with the vast majority of things that you just detailed, anyone who is watching us talk about this right now is going to be on board. But is there anything you found through your investigation of this that kind of doesn't pass the smell test, if you will?
Well, so it's a matter of what you believe should be funded and what shouldn't be funded. The thing with earmarks is there's really almost no vetting of these projects. When Congress votes on spending in general and these large spending bills, the majority of Congress needs to be on board to pass these spending projects. That's not the case for earmarks. So Congress members can ask for, pet projects. There are Congress members, we didn't find any in Nevada, but there are Congress members who get funding for their alma maters, or for projects that, their family members could benefit from. And so that's why it was banned for a decade, because there was abuse. So while we don't see necessarily any that are jumping out right here in Clark County, there's not much vetting that's done. And that's the issue, is that a member asks for a project for spending his district, his or her district, and they get it in many cases. And so this spending is very similar to what Nevada got last year. This year it's $194 million. Last year was $206 million. And so Clark County last year was $68 million. This year is a little less, $54 million. So no, they do pass the smell test. There's nothing overtly corrupt or with an obvious conflict of interest. But for instance, there's $850,000 going to a townhouse project in North Las Vegas. It's called Vibranium at York. It's not a low-income housing. I believe it's called workforce housing. So some people can argue, why should $850,000 go to this company that's developing this townhouse project? Maybe this money could be used in other ways. And so there's that debate of whether this money should be used at all for projects.
Well, and with you opening the books on our behalf, we're now able to continue the discussion. Thank you, Rachel. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you again soon.